What's up, you guys? I know that some of you guys know that I am a huge fan of Arceus, so I was excited when Brilliant Star came out. And in honor of me receiving my Arceus V as a PSA 10 graded, I'm going to go over my Arceus deck profile before Astral Radiance comes out and makes it all different again. Well, let's get started. Cue the intro. Alright, so let's get started. The first thing is the monster lineup. My monster lineup is 3 Arceus V, 2 Arceus V Star, 2 Duraludon V, and of course, 3 Duraludon V Max. Your primary focus as your starting Pokemon, you want it to be Arceus V, and bench Pokemon to be Duraludon V. And you just want to try to charge up Duraludon V with 1 Fighting Energy and 2 Metal Energy as soon as possible. So, your main beat stick of the deck will be this boy. He's the tank and the beat stick. Does 220 damage, and his ability, amazing. The fact that a lot of our meta decks right now require a special energy, and his ability makes it that you can't take any damage from any Pokemon's equipped with special energy. So this is like against, Mew, Rapid Strike, Single Strike, other Arceus counter decks. There's a whole bunch of decks you can counter just with that skill alone. So that's your main lineup for your monster section. Now for your energy, it's mainly 3 Fighting Energy and then 4 Metal Energy, followed by a playset of Double Turbo Energy. The Double Turbo Energy is mainly just for you to speed up your Arceus process. Do not use it on Duraludon because it won't work and you're just going to lose damage, and you don't want to do that. 3 Fighting Energy I thought was the most consistent. I've seen some people use 2. But in my opinion, 2 is not enough because you can end up with 2 cards of the Fighting Energy into your prize pool, then your SOL until you manage to get it out of the prize pool. 7 Energy, that's a magic number. Honestly, can't go wrong with it. Alright, so the support cards. Alright, we're playing a playset of Ultra Ball, 1 Avery, 1 Escape Rope, 2 Clef Stadium, 1 Sharon's Care, 1 Mustard, playset of Quick Ball, 2 of Switch, playset of Professor's Research, 2 Big Charm, 1 Tool Scraper, 1 Choice Belt, 2 Crystal Cave, 2 Poke Gear, playset of Murny, followed by playset of Boss's Order. I put it in this order mainly just so you know what's up. So these are all meta cards. You're going to find that in pretty much majority of the current top tier decks. Ultra Ball, Quick Ball, Professor's Research, Murny, and Boss's Order. I mean, it's pretty straight up. I mean, kind of obvious what they're used for. Targeting the opponent's Pokemon so that when they, withdraw it or switch it, they, because they're about to die out, you can bring it back out and kill it. Murny, if you're playing against another, Italian Engine deck or draw heavy deck like Mew deck, perfect against it. Professor's Research is needed for this deck really badly because of the sheer fact there's not much of a there is pretty much no draw engine. Your draw engine is literally this, technically Mustard, and maybe Avery. And that's about it. Quick Ball, just so you can get out your target card, aka Duraludon V. Or Arceus V in some cases. Ultra Ball, you need it just so you can target and get your evolution card out. Alright, so let's focus on the other section of the cards. Poke Gear is just there so that I can target the cards I need to get. So a lot of the supported cards, that's what I target with it. Escape Rope is there just so that I force the opponent, if they only have 1 active and 1 bench, and I don't have Boss's Order, I can just use that to bring it out. Avery's there against like Eternatus deck, Suicune Entei, and Raikou decks. It's pretty nice to target those cards. Or any kind of decks that rely on having a huge number of bench Pokemons. Oh, also Mew decks. And so it forces, essentially Avery forces your opponent to keep 3 and get rid of 2 cards on the bench, and on top of it, you get to draw 3 cards. Collapse Stadium, pretty much same thing, which limits your both sides of players to only have 4 bench Pokemons. Some people don't run Tool Scraper, but I realize it's still really good since a lot of people are using Choice Spell, people using Big Charm, a lot of the EV Evolutions using their own little ribbons. There's so many good tools and equip cards right now that you not using Tool Scraper is, I want to say, you're just handicapping yourself, and you don't want that. So that's what I use it for. Choice Spell is there for my Arceus mainly. When I use the double turbo energy, you lose 20. So this is kind of nice to have, 30 more attack power to replace the negative 20. So you gain plus 10. Charon's Care, essentially you get to target. It's mainly there just so you can target your Arceus VMAX, not VMAX, V-Star. When it's in the bench or active and it's about to get killed off, and they're gonna target it. Use that to bounce it back to your hand along with all the energy, all the equip cards. Bring it all back to your hand so you don't lose, your mon and for your opponent to get prize pool. Big Charm is there just so the Duraludon VMAX will be even beefier and tankier. The fact that he's already 330 HP, adding 30 more HP makes him into a 360 beat stick. Not beat stick, I guess tank. And majority of the times currently, that requires your opponent to hit it at least twice. And you know what? You got Crystal Cave. That makes it heal like 40 or 30. 30. So on top of it, you heal 30. So it makes it, harder. You can stall out. You can kill a lot more of the opponent's monsters before they kill your Duraludon VMAX. So that's pretty simple. Switch is there just in case, like the current meta, of course, the boss's order. Your opponent uses boss's order to get rid of your Duraludon VMAX and try to target something else so that you can't attack or whatever. You use Switch to bring it back out and, wreck your enemy. And last but not least, this weird teching card. You might be wondering, why using Mustard? So I'm just going to explain to you. I'm going to read the card first. So Mustard's skill, essentially, you can only use this card if it's the last card in your hand. You can't have any other cards. And you get to search for any single strike Pokemon from your deck and call it to the bench. And if you do, then you get to draw 5 cards. So you would use that mainly to target the VMAX, Duraludon VMAX. So you pull out Duraludon VMAX ideally, and then you have Arceus V-Star in your active spot, and then you get to draw 5 cards, and ideally you would have the energy for it, attack with it, and then give 3 energy, 1 fighting, 2 steel onto the VMAX. And then it's pretty much a set deal. Like you're done. And you can also use this because you're only running 2 Duraludon V, and if without it you can't evolve it, right? So that's what's there, just in case. Well, there's a lot of pros and cons. Well, mainly, I guess not really a lot. The main pros and cons about this deck. Pro, it's strong. It's a good counter to a lot of the meta decks right now. It's easy to pilot. The con, the major con, there's only one, the consistency. I noticed that when you're starting, you're going to do a lot of mulligan. There are a lot of times where I start and look at my 7 cards, I got nothing but either VMAX, V-Star, items, energy, but I don't have a starter Pokemon. I don't have anything that's V that I can summon as my active spot. So sometimes you'll be sitting there a lot, shuffling, mulliganing, shuffling, mulliganing. So yeah, that's the main con about this deck. But I could see it being really good in a competitive scene. I highly recommend it. It's not too hard or not too expensive to get right now, and it's easy to maneuver and easy to master. So I highly recommend it. I'm gonna post up videos of me playing it. I think I have a couple already up, but I'll probably put up later tonight or tomorrow. Well, that's about it for it today, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.